Welcome back, car people and other potential people. Quick preemptive warning, this is not a car video. This is more of me just doing an update video because I'm trying to take this YouTube stuff seriously and see how far I can go. But with the recent event that may or may not be related to my shaking, I figure I'd do an update video because I kind of got set back. And I figure I'd give a quick little explanation. So, with that said, as some of you who have watched my videos know, I shake. I'm not sure if it's really going to show up here, but I've lived pretty much my entire life shaking. So if I play chess, trying to place a piece right there, right in a spot, never really worked. I usually knock something over during the process. From what I've understood when I was in junior high in Germany, when I went through a full gambit of tests and all the research I've done later, my shaking is called essential familia or essential tremors. Again, I've had this as long as I've known. With that said, some of my hobbies, such as cars and when I soldered a mega squirt, are a little more complicated for someone like me. That's not a reason not to do it, you just sometimes take a little longer. With this all said, this is being filmed on, December 9th. It's a Wednesday. We're 2 weeks to the day from when apparently I collapsed at a Walmart and had a seizure and got put into a coma. I didn't fall into one, I was apparently put into one. This is what I've been told. I do not remember anything from Wednesday before Thanksgiving until Saturday about 1:30 a.m. What I've been told is that I was intubated, I was ripping lines out or fighting everything. That's what I've been told. I literally do not remember jack squat until about 1:30 in the morning, a few days after Thanksgiving. And then I got sent home the following day on Sunday, and I have been on pills that affect my thyroid and maybe something else, I don't know, Depakote. I know the name is Depakote, and I forget the name of the other drug. But one thing I did notice when I got home is that, with those pills, my shaking hadn't seemed as bad, so there is hope for that future. But with being on these pills, I have not felt clear in the head, and I do not feel like going in trying to weld or using an air hammer is anything I should be doing if I do not feel like my head is fully processing everything. I had hoped to have this car that you're sitting on. I had hoped to have the engine in and running before the end of the year. Not driving, not everything done, just in and running. And that week of Thanksgiving, I had taken that week off to try and record videos every day and knock things out on this car. Turns out passing out and going into a seizure at Walmart was my plan, apparently. So, with that said, this is a little update for those who actually care. And this video will also function for those who, in my life, actually want to kind of know what happened, but only really heard over Facebook or things like that. There are more details. My wife managed a lot of things amazingly well. My sister, from what I understand, was just trying to stay on top of things too. I don't know how everything broke down, but I know people took care of me, so I am lucky in that aspect of life that I have an amazing support structure in my family. But beyond that, I still have no idea what happened. And the doctors haven't exactly given any of us clear info. So it's an interesting spot to be in. But from a car video standpoint, the next video will be car related. I just don't know when, because I don't want to try and push myself back into stuff, because in the end, these are hobbies. These are cars. I would rather make sure my brain doesn't relapse and do some weird shit. I was hoping this video would be a one take, but I just realized since I didn't script anything, I didn't really cover everything. So, just so there's some understanding of what led up to this, prior to the day before Thanksgiving, I had had about 2 weeks of my shaking increasing. And it wasn't like some just little thing. It was like the Corolla you're sitting on now. I had assembled tire dollies for it. During the process of putting together those tire dollies, you're sitting there putting a screw in. My shoulder was shaking so bad that I was like banging my hand into these tire dollies. And no, I never did go to a doctor prior. I had actually started thinking about it. I'm a guy. I'm an idiot. I don't like going to doctors. I should have probably went, but the last time I had done really any work in like research on essential tremors or essential familia, there really wasn't a whole lot of info. It just seemed like it was still, it's a genetic disease where people in your family shake. Alcohol can take the edge off it. I'm not much of a drinker, like maybe twice a year, depending on who's throwing a gathering. So I had had about, 2 weeks of increased symptoms that I could have probably prevented an ER or ICU visit, because apparently I spent a few days in the ICU, and I also had people having to physically be in a room with me because of how much I fought everything. There were 2 very nice nurses that, when I came to, I had the tail end of one and the beginning of another. Nice people. I will say I don't know who the doctor was that I had, but everything I've heard from my sister and the wife is he was not a very nice guy. He assumed I was an alcoholic because of the shaking. And I'm like, I've given booze away. I'm not much of a drinker. So, there's those little tidbits too. So, I'm hoping in a week or two, and if anyone actually cares, you can feel free to ask questions, and when I have answers, I will answer them in the comments. But if no one cares, then don't worry about it. But I just wanted to throw this in there because, I didn't even mention the fact that I did have a symptom for about 2 weeks that should have let me know something was going to happen. Because, although this still seems extreme, because I don't remember Wednesday, I don't remember Thursday, I don't remember Friday, I do remember Saturday when I started coming to. So, anyway, so this is shoehorned right in between when I was last talking and closing out the last video. Again, thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll get back to my car shit soon. Have a good day. So, with that little update, thank you for listening. If you have any questions or curiosity, because I've been living with this my whole life, so some people find things interesting. So if you have questions, feel free. But till then, see you on the next car video. Have fun. Bye-bye.